Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Is everyone okay? How is trading going so far? Anything interesting for you? Hello to those that just join us through YouTube live. Good morning, Reven. Today, guys, it's Friday and it's the last trading day of the week. We also on YouTube is not working. Why on YouTube is not working? Do you guys? Okay, let me just try to. Something is not appearing the link. Okay, just bear with me for a sec to see if we can sort this out with the YouTube. Guys, what about now on YouTube? Is it better now? Morning, sir. Tendai. So, for those who join us on YouTube, guys, can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Please confirm so we can move on. Let me just check something on the settings. Not any information about this webinar. YouTube is working fine. Guys, some people, they say that YouTube is working fine. Apologies for that. I don't know why some people, they can see the link, some others, they cannot. Okay. I think now everything, it should be fine. Up. YouTube is working fine. Can see and hear. Okay, so I received from Yon a long question. So Yon, please give me some time to read it. I will read it just a bit later because it's a bit long one and I'm sure you are referring to a past webinar. Good morning, guys. Good morning. So just to make sure, this webinar is for education and training purposes only. We do live market event analysis and it doesn't involve any personal or financial information here and direction. Okay, so let's move on. Guys, here is the Telegram channel. Please make sure you subscribe on the Telegram so you get all the notifications when we go live, etc. I'm sending you the link on both. Just bear with me for a sec. Okay, so you can find us with Admirals Global. Then we have the Instagram channel. I will send you the link as well. So this is for the Instagram. And also we put some very nice reels, as you can see, and all the news updates, you can find them here. And then of course, the YouTube at Admirals Global, the YouTube channel. So you make sure you never miss any of the events. Okay. So you have all the links. Please make sure you like, you subscribe, and you're going to get notified for the lives and for the new posts, comments, and etc., etc. All righty. So what do we have for today? We go to admiralsmarket.com, then we go to analytics, Forex calendar, and we are here. You can use some filters as I use, so you can just filter out the major events. And today we had in India interest rates decision. They are increasing, of course, their interest rates 5.4%. Unless you are trading relative pairs, there is no much volatility in our focus pairs so far. So later on today, we're going to have the Canadian dollar to see how it's going to react to the unemployment rate in Canada. Unemployment rate from 4.9% to 5%. Then same time in the US, we're going to have the unemployment rate 3.6 estimated to remain the same. And then, of course, the non-farm payrolls, considerably the biggest and the major event in the Forex market. They expect to lose payrolls or not to have new payrolls by 122,000 since last month. And later we're going to have the PMI in Canada. We will see what the market is going to, how the market is going to react about that. And then we go to analytics, premium analytics. You do log in and you're going to come here. I click on the morning briefing and let's go through today's top headlines. The Fed master backs higher interest rates until inflation begins to fade. They aggressively want to keep increasing the interest rates. However, they still injecting money into the economy, as some analytic forum said. So this maybe not the ideal way, but that's what they do. That's what we see, and we just wait to see when the word is going to get out of all this frustration. Then we have Cinema wins tax changes to Democrats, climate bill. Then we have announcement, Ukraine sees path to surge in grain exports after the first shipment. So they successfully sent the first shipment. They are loaded. The Ukrainian infrastructure minister said that they have another 17 vessels loaded with grain ready to depart. And he said all 3 ships will soon begin to leave. New traffic ultimately reaching 100 outgoing vessels each month, which is good for the consumers. China launches live fire drills, missiles around Taiwan after Pelosi visit. Okay, something new is happening here now. Ukraine fires on bridges, rail lines in bid to loosen Russians' grip on Kherson. And something interesting we see now in France, the President Macron secured a package of 20 billion euros. Did they have this money hiding so far? Okay. And they're gonna put it into the economy to help the people facing this these prices increases in their country. They aim to increase the pensions, some rebates on gasoline, which is good for the consumers. And here we have Elon Musk alleges Twitter fraud in counterfeit field in Delaware. So he's now he wants to terminate the merger agreement after he's accusing Twitter for frauds and spam accounts and false accounts after they kindly make a deal. And the same day, of course, Elon Musk suggested that big Tesla factory expansion plans, and by 2030, he's planning to sell on a yearly basis 20 million vehicles annually. So he announced that he has to increase his factories. So we will see something interesting we can see here in the stock of Twitter and Tesla. If we combine these two events, it's like he's not putting faith on Twitter anymore. So maybe the stock will react into this announcement. And then the same day he's going out and he's saying about expansion in Tesla. So it's like diversifying some money allocation here maybe. And we have Warner Bros. Discovery wait free ad supported stream plans. That will be awesome. China Evergrande Group to give up land use rights of soccer stadium for over 800 million. Maybe they want to cover some debt here. And here, Penguin Random House CEO defense publishing merge our antitrust trial. Okay, so basically, in terms of news in the stock market, we have these two with Elon Musk, Twitter, and Tesla. Now, let's go through our charts. And guys, if you have any pairs you would like to review, just let me know on the chats below. So let's start usually with the pound USD. The pound USD here, we are still around this area of consolidation, let's say, because we said that the market can climb all the way up here if the buyers are strong. Yesterday, we had the announcement, the interest rates announcement in the UK, and they increased by 50 basis points. And we didn't see major reaction in the market. And sometimes, guys, when we have this interest rate increases and the currency is not moving with, let's say, a significant amount of volatility, it means that the currency, the economy is still weak. It's like the market doesn't agree with that decision, and the big money, they don't get allocated at a point that they can help the market push forward. So we see that the sterling didn't make almost nothing here. We see just a dodgy price action candlestick. So if we go down to the 4-hour chart, some people arguing about this head and shoulder. We have the head, the left and right shoulder. So maybe this can push to the downside. And really, if this market is going to really push to the downside, it will show that it's very, 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 very weakness. Yeah, it's there, head and shoulder. Yes, Jerry, from the technical perspective, we can see the development of head and shoulder. We're going to see a confirmation head and shoulder once we will violate below this low point and stay below. Then it's a confirmed head and shoulder, and the price, the target price, it's double this distance. So it's about 190 pips. and 190 pips, it's somewhere, it's exactly around these low points here. So we can wait to see what will happen with this head and shoulder development. So euro US dollar up, let me just move this a little bit. Euro US dollar still around this consolidation phase. Let's extend this resistance and let's extend this support. Now, what did we say last time, guys? We were here at this, before the development of this bearish candle, bearish engulfing, and we said that this market, it's still on resistance. We would like to see a break to the upside. However, we are at resistance and we have to wait. It's better if we wait until break outside of this resistance before we're going to start initiating new positions. This bearish engulfing didn't work the next day, so 2 days ago, and we see this development of the doji candle around the bottom, let's say, of this consolidation. Yesterday, the market pushed to the upside. Today, really, we're going to just see until the non-farm payrolls announcement. From experience, I'm talking, we're going to just see the price drifting sideways with in a very random sequence. So just be aware of that, because the anticipation, it will be during the non-farm payroll event. If we go down to the 4-hour chart, we just see a market that smart traders like us do not want to participate in this choppy, unpredictable, with no edge price movement. Let's move on. USD JPY. We talked about this area here of support, and the price react with this bullish candle, left the tail behind, so rejected the prices. The buyers, they are trying to make the move to the upside, because as I told you, you must look the big picture as well, and the big picture is the weekly charts. We can see this market here with this rejection around the last swing high, and then on the daily chart we see this bullish candle. For now, on the here, it's when traders, they get confused. The weekly chart, it shows higher highs, higher lows. So weekly chart, the major trend, it's an uptrend. Now the daily chart, it shows lower highs and lower lows. So the daily chart shows downtrend. However, because we do not have yet a confirmed reversal price action on the weekly chart, and write this down, when you don't have a confirmed price action reversal on the weekly chart, like we used to have here, and we said we're going to initiate short positions on the daily and weekly chart because we had the confirmation on the weekly, on the daily and the 4-hour, sorry. So we don't have a confirmation yet. If you go to the daily chart, you want to see a reversal pattern or a reversal candle, like the patterns you can see on the webinar. It's on YouTube. I've done last time about reversal and continuation patterns, and these are very important. Or if you go to the 4-hour chart, you want to see a series of higher highs and higher lows. We try to find this here. The market make very small push to the upside, sell off, almost double top here and got rejected. So here it's a bit mess, no clear direction from the buyers. And on the support, we want to see buyers with a clear bias in the market and create some technical candles, which we're going to consider them as reversals or patterns, so we can take advantage of that and go long. Ideally, we would like to go long, but we have to wait for some type of confirmation. So weekly, today it's going to close with this rejection and the market it's not going to come down. So from next week, we can start looking for buyers. Or if after the news event, we're going to see a massive bullish close and take out on the 4-hour chart and take out all these highs, then it will be a good indication to start looking for longs on the shorter time frames, because that's where we're going to have the pullback. Okay. And then we will see from Monday the higher time frames. New Zealand US dollar, as expected, this support here, support there, became resistant here, then became support, support, still support. So you see that this area here is working as support when the price is above the level, and as resistance when the price is below the level. So 2 days ago, we had this bounce with this tail bullish candle, and we are waiting. We are making higher highs and higher lows on the lower time frame, because we can see this higher high here on the daily chart. So the buyers are still bullish for this pair. You just, if you're going to trade it to the upside, you just make sure you're going to have a pullback, so you can get into as lower price as possible, so you can have room to make a decent reward to risk. Let's go to Euro Aussie, British pound with JPY, please. Is it a double top on CHF pound? Let's have a look. So let's go to the first one. Pound yen. Where are you, pound yen? Okay, weekly chart. It shows here a battle between buyers and sellers. The buyers, they stepped in around these areas here. Let's delete this one. Then, before the news event, you remember, guys, we said that this pin bar here can work pretty well to see some push to the upside. However, I draw this area here, and I told you that this was the last swing in the market which broke, and now it has high probabilities to act as resistance on possible push to the upside. And we see that yesterday the market got rejected here with this massive bearish engulfing. And usually, as I mentioned many times, the engulfing candles, when they are so long, usually they retrace at about 50%, and then we see moves we see the moves resuming. But remember, I explained you very clearly that we are not in any kind of trending market. So the trend analysis we apply with lower highs and lower lows on a downtrend is of course not applicable on a ranging market. And that's where many traders get stuck and get frustrated, because they see this candle, they trade it, they experience a losing trade, and then they question its reliability on the trending environment. Do you understand where the problem arises? So you have to acknowledge that we are in a non-trending market. It's type of ranging consolidation. The only clear information we have is that this support hold. So if someone see there's a downtrend here for any reason and it decided to trade it to the downside, then you have to be careful when the price approach, if it's going to retest this level here. Okay, so sorry for that. Let me just close some windows. So let's move to the next one. Was the Euro Aussie. Let's see if I have it here somewhere. No, I don't have it. Let's put it in the chart. Euro AUD, Euro CAD, Euro AUD. Euro Aussie on the weekly chart, we just bounced through from this level of support. Then on the daily chart, guys, we are still making lower highs and lower lows. So pretty much this short-term trend is a downtrend from a technical perspective. So as this is a downtrend, we preferably want to be sellers. Now, if you are using only the 4-hour charts and you are seeing this as a higher high and the new development of an uptrend, you have to understand something. When you see a higher high and this strong buying pressure in the market with this bullish candle, and then you see a snap back almost retracing 100% of the move, you have to question the reliability of this pattern. At many times, a healthy trend is a trend where the market, after make a break and a higher high, we want to see a retest maximum at 50 to 61.8% of this impulse move. So here we had the price came almost 100%, at least 90%. So that's not a healthy and ideal uptrend. So an example, it's this one here. You see the market made lower low, and it just retest here around 50 to 61.8% here, around 50 to 68%. So that shows strength from the dominant force, which it was the seller. So the buyers, we don't want to see strong buyers in a pullback, in a downtrend. And the same here, we don't want to see strong sellers during a pullback when we have an uptrend. So for the big picture shows that this still, it's a downtrend market. So if you are trading to the upside, just be careful with your risk management rules. So I'll just stay aside for now for this market at least. Then Swiss yen, CHF, JPY. Let's see the Swiss yen. We have this last swing high, which it was broken. We didn't retest it yet. The market came just here. The price stopped right here. So from a weekly perspective, we are in an uptrend. So, but from a daily perspective, we broke the series of higher highs and higher lows, and now we are seeing this lower high and lower low formation. So the intermediate trend is down, literally. So on the 4-hour chart, the market came to retest this last swing. We see aggressive seller, too bearish engulfing, still consolidation, but the higher time frame shows that this market is technically a downtrend. So that's what I can say about the technical side of this market. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin. So after this rejection here, the market pushed lower. Now the buyers, they try to step in, not retest this trend line. That's okay. Deep retracement, ideally something like this, you see guys, make a higher high, it pulled back, it closed below this swing point, but with a false breakout the next day, massive bullish engulfing, so it got rejected instantly. Here we are still in a short-term uptrend because we said that the long term is a downtrend, but short term we are in an uptrend, so we can take advantage of the higher highs and higher lows on the lower time frames and just initiating long positions. And the gold, where are you, gold? We broke yesterday with a strong bullish candle above this area we marked, and again maybe this area was somewhere here, maybe it's somewhere here. Anyhow, we can see that buyers, they are active in this market, they want to push the price higher. If you recall, from a technical analysis perspective, the target, it's somewhere here because that's a major resistance area. So market usually tends to revisit the resistance. So we will see what happened. So far on the 4-hour charts, the market is making higher highs, higher lows. So it's on the short term, at the least, this is an uptrend. We just saw sweet CHF JPY. We talked about Bitcoin, Vasily, Jack, gold, please. We talked about the head and shoulder. And I have a question, guys. What about the people watching us through Zoom? You do not have any questions today. You are a bit quiet today. Why is that happening? Can you please explain? No, I'm joking. Okay, I have a question here from Ion Hotea. Good morning, Theo. I have some confusion when it's higher high and lower low. When it's higher high, lower low, support, resistance, trend line, etc. validated. Thus, a higher high is validated when the close of the current candlestick surpasses the close of the past high. Yes, that's correct. That's the close of the current candlestick exceed the wick of the previous high candlestick. That's also possible. Yeah, does the current wick exceed the close of the previous high candlestick? I think you wrote this twice. Does the current wick exceed the past high wick? Ion, that's a bit confusion. Perhaps can you please go to the YouTube, let me see if I can find it. Now, better if you go to the YouTube channel, and I've done few webinars about higher highs and higher lows, and about how to read the trend and how to trade the trend. I think there are 3 webinars actually, not 2, but please go and make sure to watch these webinars. And if you still have questions, then you can please leave some comments below the webinar so I know in which content you are referring to, because it's going to be easier to take it from there. Okay. And guys, for those who are watching us through Zoom, please, after we're going to finish the session, you're going to receive a form. You're going to redirect to a form. So please make sure you leave us the feedback, and with questions or comments or observations. I would really like to see feedbacks coming through because lately I don't see many feedbacks. So it's going to help me, and also it's going to help you for an effective communication. Regarding Bollinger, Theo, can you please put the link of your webinar regarding Bollinger Band? Guys, let's go just for a sec to the YouTube channel, and let's have a look. Videos, this is for live trading. Carry trade, swing. Okay, let me just videos. That's the live event. Guys, I need to really put some effort to find the video because I'm not expert. Your videos, I'm not expert with the YouTube. Sorry for that. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna receive it. If you put Cherry, if you put Bollinger Bands Theo Admirals, it's gonna come up instantly. Let me just have a look something here. 1 second to see if I can try it. Trading Bollinger Bands, I think it's this one here. Okay, Control C. Okay, Cherry, this is the video. Okay, put the name in YouTube and you will find it. Sorry, yeah, that's correct. If anyone wants to watch Bollinger Bands, guys, please have a look. So I will wrap up for now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending also this week, the morning briefings. And I'm just letting you know that soon we're gonna go back to the daily from Monday to Friday, every single day, same time, 9:30, and I'm gonna cover the live markets on a daily basis. So that will be great for you, so you can be updated every single day. And I believe we're going to have the opportunity to initiate also some trades together. So be careful with your trading today, especially if you are an intraday trader. An hour, a couple of hours before the non-farm payrolls, usually the markets, they tend to go in a total randomness. So, and the volatility can spike you out of the position. So I will just saying the way I'm trading before the news event, at least 1 hour, I don't initiate any positions. Has to do with the US dollar, with the euro and pound and all these pairs. So I will see you on Mondays, 9:30. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.